Hey everybody, this is the coder here, and yes, I'm back with another new video. Well, today I'm making a to-do list app. I have made it before in my channel as well, but I thought that those to-do list apps were not as useful because firstly the design was trash because I was a noob then, and now I think the design is pretty decent. I tried to keep it simple, so yeah, I want to make this video a bit shorter. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is the to-do list app, and it's basically like other to-do list apps. There's a tick mark which you click when your thing's done, and again click again to remove the strike sign. And suppose if you are done with something, that like get a haircut, I'm done with getting my haircut, I can just delete it. Okay, so yeah, that this is how basically a basic to-do list app is like. But the problem, that I find these days is that in my previous to-do list app that I made, that was a few months ago, whenever I would refresh the page, it would basically forget everything. So like if I refresh the page now, it remembers it. Okay, so let me show you what I'm trying to say. So this is the to-do list app that I made a few well, this is the to-do list app. It's with a really good design and stuff. So yeah, please don't be like, hey, when did you make this? Okay, I made this for for Solo Learn. It's on Solo Learn, you can go check it out. It has a really awesome UI. I'll just show it to you. Yeah, there we go. So this is the app UI actually, and this is basically a mobile phone web app. And yeah, the thing with this app is that it does not have local storage connected. So what basically happens is that if I grow this a bit, and open this view, and yeah, we need to make it landscape. There we go. Now as you can see, this is the web app over here. Okay, the thing with this app is that if I add something over here, like something, and then I add some kind of time over here, okay, come on, add the time, yeah, and then add a short description, submit it, it basically gets added over here. But the thing is that if I refresh this page, let it open, it forgets the thing that I saved. Okay, it forgets the element. So yeah, I need to bring it to this app, okay, which well, I'm kind of still in the process of making this app. However, it does not matter right now. What matters is this to-do list app, with the trash UI. But still, over here, if you refresh the page, it still remembers your stuff. Okay, and that's because whenever you make something new, for example a new task, and add it, it actually gets saved in your browser's local storage. Okay, which whenever you refresh the page, it remembers it always. Okay, so for example, if I copy this link and then oops, and then I open it on this very same tab, enter, you would see that it still remembers all the stuff right over here as well. Okay, let me turn this off. Yeah, you can see it still remembers everything. Okay, and even if you strike something off like that and then refresh the page, it would still stay striked like that. Alright, so yeah, this is how like the local storage helps your app to remember everything locally. So you can also use this offline, but the problem is that these images are like online stuff, and also the background image is kind of again online. So yeah. So yeah, let's start without any wasting for the time. 4 minutes already. Let's start making the app. Okay, it's pretty easy actually. It's just it's basically like you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. So I'm gonna name it ToDo. All right, I know there's some other app also called ToDo, but let's just keep stay with that name. HTML, and then I'm gonna make app.js and another one that is design.css. So yeah, let's make it. and the first thing I'm gonna do is simply attach it to like import all these files to my HTML file, or connect it with my HTML file. Let me just type in ToDo over here and click in link and .css, and over here we are going to put in script, and inside this .js again. So yeah, now our stuff is connected. Alright, so let's open this on a new tab. So yeah, let's open it with live server. Let's wait a second, and yeah, my laptop's kind of slow, so please don't mind. Come on. So it's a white page right now. Okay, now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring the background wallpaper first. So it's probably inside somewhere over here. It should be there's SFA, that's the image. Okay, we are just going to use a part of the image because it's kind of like it's kind of like a copyrighted image. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, let's paste it right over here, the image. There we have it, the image over here, and we are going to put it as our body. So yeah, body, and then we are going to simply put in background, and then make it where is it? There we go, background, and then make the URL and make it ./sfa.jpg. Save it, and you'll see it over here soon. Yeah, there we go. And now the next thing is that well, it's gonna stay like that. That's how I like it as initially. And the next thing that I'm going to do, well, okay, let me just sit a little bit more comfortably, because my table's not comfortable at all. Like, you're gonna see it. I'm soon going to make a video where I would be making dalgona coffee. It's something really trending these days. Everybody's drinking dalgona coffee, so I thought, let's make dalgona coffee. So let's basically put in all the stuff that we need for this. So there would be a container, and then inside the container there would be an input tag and a button. So input, and I'm gonna name it class equals to what should I name it? Add txt, and then after that there would be another button. A button. Okay, another one. Class equals to add btn. Okay, as btn. All right, whatever. Add btn, and then inside btn I'm gonna paste an image. Okay, so I'm gonna type in image and src. So yeah, we need to get the image link. So yeah, I'm gonna copy the image link right from the app over here and paste it right over here. There we go. So yeah, it's inside the all thing. So let's just remove the and I'm not gonna give it any class name or anything because it does not need it. Okay. Like, why would it need a class name? We could just refer it to as .add button and then img, and I think it would do the job. Okay, moving on. The next thing that I would be doing is adding the list division. So .list, and inside the list there would be all the elements present, and yeah, that's it. That's all we need to do with HTML. And yeah, now we can close this. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video for a second. Now inside the CSS, the first few things that we are going to design is the container, of course. Okay, so yeah, let's just make it container position as absolute, and I'm gonna remove index.html. Not remove it, I'm gonna remove these two for a second. So yeah, let's just cut it out and design the the semi-transparent background like this one, which looks like as if there's a glass slab. So yeah, how to do that, I'm just gonna show it to you. Like, type in height, and I'm gonna make it 25 pc. Width would be again 25 pc. or no, it's gonna be square in that case. So I'm just gonna make it 20 PC. So yeah, 20 PC, and then after that I'm gonna come on, yeah, it's so hard, it's so hot, oh my god. I mean, I had to turn off my AC and everything because I'm not using my microphone, so yeah, poor guy problems. T0, come on, T0, R0, L0, B0, and there we go. Bottom would be 0. Now we save it. Okay, it's still not visible, so I'm just going to make it visible. Yeah, there we go. There's the black color, and I'm gonna use some border shadow. Box shadow in order to make it look more 3D. Come on, I was typing box. Oh my god, I hate VS Code now. Box shadow 0 0, and how much should we put in here? Let's put in like 55 px of black. Yeah, that's going to be my shadow. Yeah, that's kind of more realistic, not like a margin or anything. And now to make that transparent look, we are just going to put in some backdrop filter, and I'm gonna put in some blur in here. So blur, put in 5px, save it. Oh, there we go, we have the really cool blurry container. So yeah, okay, moving on. The next thing that I'm gonna do is gonna be designing the .add text. So yeah, I'm gonna bring them back over here, save this, and there we go, we have it over here. So .add text, that is add text. I'm gonna again make its position as absolute, and the height would be again how much, 5px, and then the width would be, oh my god, the width would be, why is this happening? Okay, the width would be 60%, and after that the margin would be auto. Top would be 25px. My laptop is, I hate my laptop. I'm gonna buy a computer now. 0, and bottom also 0. And after that we are gonna make outline as none. Oh my god, I hate my laptop. Outline none, and then I'm gonna put in some border as well, which would be none. Okay, and after that I'm gonna put in some padding. Okay, now this is going to be padding because we want the button inside the input box, so yeah, that's why we're going to put in some nice padding. So yeah, padding would be 20px, and after that padding right, that is where the button would be, that is at the right. We need to leave some space so that the text does not appear over there. So I'm gonna put in some padding right over there, about 50px, and let's set a font family. I'm going to put in the local Apple system font, and now it refreshes, so it's there. It's just because this button is so large, it's not visible. So yeah, I'm gonna put in another one, add btn, position absolute again, and height would be 40px. It's gonna be a square, so width would also be 40px, so 40px. This is a terrible laptop, by the way, guys. Okay, don't worry, I'm soon going to, after this whole pandemic thing is over, my dad's gonna buy me a laptop. So yeah, yes, score 15px, and right would be 35px over here. Oh my god, 35px, and I'm gonna make cursor a pointer. Okay, so yeah, let's make cursor pointer and save it. And as you can see, the button's ready, but it's just the image that is so large. Okay, so we're just going to make the image small. So .add_btn again, and then put in img over here, and then position would be absolute. No, actually we just need to change the height to 40px. So yeah, let's make it 40px, save it, and it's right over there. Okay, the next thing that I'm gonna do is, well, let's remove this bottom 0, save it, yeah. And again, let's center this as well. So margin auto T0 R0 L0 B0. There we go, save it. And after that, we are gonna bring the button a little bit towards down. So yeah, let's just make this position absolute. Yeah, there we go. And add button, it's kind of as you can see, its borders and everything is kind of visible, so we are going to remove that as well. So let's just put in background transparent and outline none. Come on, why does it always keep showing auto? And then border would also be 0, so border would be 0. And now you can see it has disappeared, and now we're going to just bring it a bit towards the down, bottom. So yeah, let's do it. Not add button, let's make this 25px, save it. There we go, we have it right over here. And yeah, let's go to the bottom again. It's okay. The next thing that we are going to do is design the list. Okay, now the list is where we are going to see all the elements and stuff. So yeah, we are going to make it list now. So list, comma list, no, dot list. I hate the keyboard on this. Position would be absolute. Height, come on, height would be somewhat 75%, I guess. Yeah, 75%. And then width would be 100%, so 100%. And then margin would be auto, so yeah, auto. And after that, right would be 0, left would be 0, and bottom would also be 0. And overflow x and y, or however, like overflow y would be hidden. I mean, you can scroll it, so that you can move up and down, but overflow x would be hidden. So if I save it now, you can see there's this line. All right, and but still, we are still going to add overflow x, just in case it starts scrolling, so we're just going to put in hidden. And the next thing is that we are going to remove this. So to remove that, we're going to put in .list, and then put in this 2, and then put in .-webkit scroll bar. There we go, scroll bar. And then we are simply, okay, we need to remove that. And then we're going to add appearance, webkit appearance, webkit appearance is none. Okay, and then appearance as none as well. So yeah, let's save it. And you can no more see it like over here anymore. So yeah, now it looks more cleaner. Okay, now you'll be like, how am I going to control it? If you're on the phone, you can just swipe up and down, and if you're on the computer, you can just click on it and press the down arrow button, and it would work. All right. Okay, now we are going to open the HTML a bit so that we can put in some functions in order to make it work properly. All right, so I'm gonna put in one over here, on click button, on click attribute, and I would be calling a function called add element. So yeah, let's write it down. And after that, we are going to put in another attribute over here called placeholder, which would be having task and then 3 dots, and let's save it. You can see it, task 3 dots. And after that, let's No, what else do we need? Do we need anything else? No, that's it. So yeah, finally the HTML is done, so let's close it. Nobody likes HTML, so yeah. And CSS, yeah, we want to keep that open for a second, because like we are going to work a bit more, but now we're gonna work with JavaScript a bit. So yeah, let's start writing some cool JavaScript, the actual coding part. So basically this is gonna be having the elements array, which will be storing like all my to-do list elements. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make the function add element, which would be basically adding everything to my elements array. So function add element, and then bracket open close, there we go. And then we're going to put in if we just want to check if this users do not enter this empty, or else that would be bad, because it would keep making new boxes, because there's nothing, even if there's nothing. So yeah, we're going to put in dot add txt over here, and then dot value, and then we're going to trim it. This trim function is a inbuilt function, which basically if I type in something and then add 1,000 spaces after that, it will basically remove it. Okay, now sometimes it might happen that the user just puts in a lot of space and then enters it, and we still do not want this to add it. And yeah, if this is all not equals to empty, then where's the bracket, there we go, then we are going to execute it, just the way we want it to. So yeah, we are going to push in like all the new tasks, so elements dot push, and then we are going to put in all the stuff that is over here. So yeah, copy it like that, copy the value over here and put it in over here, and then yeah, we need dot trim over here as well. So yeah, dot trim, and then close it. So now this would be adding our stuff, so now we can just console.log it, or yeah, we can just use alert, and show elements, so yeah, let's close it. And now whenever we type in something like hi and add it, it's gonna show us hi. Okay, and now I'm gonna put in how are you. Okay, I'm gonna click on plus. It's gonna show us hi and how are you, which means that elements has two elements, okay, which is hi and how are you. Okay, so yeah, it means that we are successfully able to add stuff to our elements array. The next thing that I'm going to do is display it. So for that, I'm going to call another function from here called display. Okay, and now I'm going to define it. So function display. Okay, let's type it display. I'm gonna put in, yeah, there we go, function display. And inside display function, it would be resetting the HTML, like various numbers of times. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to put it all in over here. Okay, so yeah, what we are going to do is put in basically document dot query selector, and then we're gonna put in dot list, and then dot inner HTML, and then equals to empty. We're just going to like make it empty, and then we are going to add the new elements into it. Alright, so yeah, let's put in the new elements. For that, I'm going to use a for loop. So for var I equals to 0, I is smaller than elements dot length and I plus plus. Okay, now inside this we are going to type in we are going to add the elements to the inner HTML. So let's copy this. Oops, oh my god, copy and paste it over here, and then plus equals to, and after that we are gonna make a new division, but we just want to center it properly. So yeah, I'm gonna put in a center tag, and then copy cut it out and put in a div in this. Okay, so division class equals to, I'm gonna name it element, so element, and yeah, that's it. After that, do we need to put anything? No, I don't think so. So yeah, we need to remove this as well, and then we're going to press another add button, and then inside this there would be the element thing, like the to-do list stuff, so elements of I, and then we're gonna put another plus over here, and after that there would be the tick mark. Okay, so this is gonna be the tick mark. Okay, so there would be an img tag. There would be two img tags. One would be this tick mark and the other would be this dustbin. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the dustbin is kind of like red in color, so we are going to have to change its like we're gonna need to make it in grayscale, and I'm gonna show it to you how are we going to do it. Alright, so yeah, we are just going to add over here the img tag, img src equals to, and then put these two, and then the tick mark, and yeah, the tick mark means to strike, so there would be an on click attribute which would be telling us, which would be running a function called strike, and inside this it's gonna pass it's going to pass in a number which would be the index. So for example, if the index of this is 0, 1, 2, 3, whenever we click on this tick mark, it's going to pass in a number like 0, which would tell us that we need to cut the 0, make a strike through in the 0 number of 0th element. So yeah, that's how it's going to work. Okay, so yeah, strike, and then after that I'm gonna close this. So yeah, let's close this bracket, and then another img tag, another src equals to, and now inside this we are gonna put in a dustbin. So yeah, the delete dustbin, and again over here we are going to put in on click, okay, equals to, and then the function name would be delete. Okay, now we cannot make delete as a function name since it's reserved keyword in JavaScript. So yeah, we are going to just put in a bracket over here. And did we put a bracket over here as well? I don't think so. So yeah, let's just go and check it out. I don't think I gave the bracket over here. No, I did. Okay, I did. I do not forget. I thought I was getting old. So yeah, the next thing that I'm gonna do, just like this one, I'm gonna put in delete, and inside this there would be I. Okay, and again, just like the strike through, there would be, it would tell that you need to delete this specific let's remove that. You need to delete this specific element from the elements array. And yeah, that's it. We are done with the button, and after the button we can put in the div end tag. So yeah, div end tag, which would be ending the element division, and then we can also close the center tag that we began in the beginning, and now we can save it. Yeah, so that was a huge code. If you did not understand, if you have any questions, then just type it down in the comments below, and I'll be reading and try to answer most of them. And yeah, let's just put in something over here. So yeah, let's add something over here, and when we add it, it says something, and it does add something, but it's like so big. Okay, we need to make it smaller. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to do our CSS again, get back to our CSS and continue. So yeah, hold on. Now we are going to design the element tag. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit a lot of like there's a lot of code that you need to put in order to design this, and also this is going to be position related. So yeah, let's make it element, and then position would be relative, and then there's a lot of stuff that you need to worry about, like height would be fit content. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Let's just put in height as 15px for the time being. Okay, I'm gonna soon tell you why we will use fit content. And then width would be how much, 55%. And then you know, right, I'm gonna put in -1 0, not -1, right, 0. Text align would be left. And you know, transition, I'm gonna add a little bit of animation, you know, kind of like an animation to it. So yeah, let's make transition you know, point, how much, point 2 seconds. So yeah, 0.2 seconds. And after that we are also gonna put in you know, background color to it. So yeah, for that we also need a little bit of padding, which would be like 10 px. And after that we are going to need to add background, which would be, you know, hashtag FFF. So FFF. And after that cursor will again become pointer over here. Come on, pointer. Okay. And after that yeah, that's it. What else? Border radius would be like 2px. And it's almost negligible, but still it looks cool when you use it on your phone. Padding right would be again 80px, you know, because we need to fit these buttons right into this. So yeah, padding right would be 80px. And then after that we are gonna have to put in word wrap. So word and then wrap, and then we gonna need to have to break word. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why we are going to do this, you know, later. So let's remove it for the time being. And yeah, we all again going to put in font family in here. So yeah, font family again. And it's gonna be Apple system again. Let's save it. Now as you can see, it's kind of white now. And yeah, it looks pretty great already. Let's fix it. Let's make right 0, left also 0. Oops, L0. And that over there, we're gonna have to delete that. Save it. Okay, it did not do nothing. Oh wait, it's position relative. So yeah, we cannot center it like that. I'm gonna tell you later how we are going to center it. Okay, now as you can see, it has something really, you know, text really small. But what happens if we put in some really large task? Okay, if you see it over here, you see it kind of, well, it does get like, you know, the word gets broken up. But you know, we are going to you can see like the box is not with it, okay, like on its level. So yeah, to fix that we are going to put in you know, a bit of, what do you say, the height would become fit content. So yeah, if we do that, you'll see it kind of gets fit in, you know, according to, you know, the text inside it. And yeah, you'll be able to see that once. Yeah. And also put in word wrap. What it basically does is that it breaks the word in order to, you know, fit it inside. So yeah, break word also. Okay, so for example, like over here there's no word wrap going on. I mean, there is kind of like a word wrap going on, due to which, you know, it automatically gets changed to the other you know, other line. So yeah, after that we are going to go back to app.js and name these two. So I'm gonna name this class as, you know, what should I name this? Class equals to, let's name this tick. Alright, just tick. And over here I'm gonna put in class name again, class equals to, this would be named dustbin. Alright, yeah, save it again. And you know, now we're going to design the images, I mean the, you know, these two icons inside. And yeah, let's just add in something over here. So yeah, something. Okay, we need to remove that alert, it's kind of annoying. So yeah, let's remove this alert, save it, and then add in something inside, and add a couple of times. I clicked it a couple of times, it's not visible because of this huge ginormous image. So yeah, after this we are going to design the tick. So yeah, dot tick tick, we're gonna make its position as absolute. And then we're going to put in its margin as auto, you know, margin auto. top would be 0, height would be, yeah, I forgot to put in the height, so yeah, let's height would be 20 px. If you just set the height in this, it basically, since it's a square image, it automatically makes the width also 20 px. Yeah, top would be 0, bottom would be 0, so now it's vertically centered. And right would be, however, it would be 50 px, so that it's kind of shifted towards the right. And we are going to also put in, this is actually gonna be the yeah, we don't need it. Okay, let's just save it. Alright, so now the tick is kind of like in the middle, because the dustbin is so big. So yeah, we need to design the dustbin also in order to fix this. So yeah, the dustbin, and we are basically going to almost like, it's kind of similar to tick as well, but there's a few changes that we need to make. That is like the size and stuff. So the height would be 30 px, and we are going to have to add a filter which would be grayscale, so that that red dustbin becomes, does it look good, by the way? I guess it does. Okay, and then we are going to shift it towards the right a bit more, so yeah, let's make it 10 px, and now it's shifted to the right. Okay, but as you can see, it's kind of like stuck together, so yeah, we're just going to put in some margin to it. So yeah, margin, we're gonna put in some margin like 10 px. If we put it in, you see it automatically gets separated from each other. So yeah, I'm just gonna put in some 15 px of margin, and as you can see, now everything is kind of coming apart. So now if I add everything, you can see like now I cannot really like slide it and stuff, but still it's okay. And again, I'm gonna put in some animations. So dot element, position would be, oh no, dot element, but this one would be on hover. Okay, on hovering on the element, we are going to increase its size. So we're just going to put in transform, and where's transform? Yep, it's not here. Transform scale to 1.1. Okay, it kind of makes it really large, just in 1.1. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with that. And as you can see, it's kind of animated already. Alright, so yeah, the next thing that I'm gonna do is define the other two functions that would be working in order to make this strike true and delete this. So yeah, there's a lot still left. How much? 37 minutes. Alright, it's okay. Now I'm gonna design the delete function before the strike true, so yeah, because it's kind of easier. And I'm gonna pass in, since it return like whenever the function is called, it gives us a parameter, which is basically the I, or the index number, which tells us which number element it is. So yeah, we are going to pass in a parameter with the function declaration. So yeah, after that we are going to put in elements dot slice. That's how we remove our stuff. And index means that from the index it would be deleting like only one only one element. So yeah, let's put it in. And also one more thing, if I add stuff like that and if I delete this now, it doesn't get refreshed. So yeah, we're going to also have to run the display function right after that. So yeah, now we save it, now we put in something. You see, if I delete it, okay, well, nothing's happening. Cool. Let's see why. Let's open the what we call that, inspector. See what's happening in the console. Is it generating any kind of error or anything? Let's just see. Delete. Is it even clicking? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see what's wrong over here. On click equals to del, and then it's, yeah, this is the thing about JavaScript, nobody understands it. Okay, I think I got it. um, okay, I literally do not have any idea what's wrong right now. Del I plus, okay, is it even calling this function? So let's try to troubleshoot it using console.log. So yeah, let's just pass in like anything over here, like just gibberish, save it, and see if the dustbin is kinda, yeah, it is calling the function, but it's not doing like this one. Elements.slice, is it, why is it not working? Okay, let's console.log, take this over here and bring it over here, and then put in over here elements, and add something over here, add it. Now when we delete something, let's see, yeah, there are 4 of them. Again, delete something, there's still 4 of them. Okay, so this elements.slice function is somehow not working, and okay, I know why it's not working. Is because it's not slice, it's splice. All right. Okay, yeah, my mistake. All right, let's keep adding it. Now it works, as you can see. All right, I was like, okay, now my video is gonna fail. I did not expect that it would be a spelling mistake. Coding. Okay, after this we are the code is kind of a little bit big, but it's still all right. You're gonna know what I'm doing. So yeah, it's gonna be function strike, and we are getting the index over here, and then what it basically is going to do is it's going to check if element is oh my god, what happened? It's gonna check if element is if it is having a strike through or not by itself. So if element dot includes a strike through function, so if it includes like the strike like that, that's how we use strike. If it includes just the strike, which means it also includes the other part as well. So yeah, if it includes this, it would basically tell us to remove it. So yeah, elements index dot equals to element index dot, again, replace, right? Yeah, replace. We are going to replace this with the strike. So we are going to replace the strike with, we're gonna cut this out with nothing. Okay, we're gonna replace it, and yeah, we are also going to do one more thing, that is remove the end tag of strike. So yeah, we are going to basically copy this, paste it over here, and just put in this over here. And else, if it does not have that, then it would basically just put in elements of index. It will make it elements, it would add the strikes through, so strike, and then element of index. So yeah, let's see if it works. So yeah, let's just remove this. Let's just put in anything over here, add a lot of them, and then let's see if it works. So of course it would not work, since I'm writing the code. That's what happens if you use JavaScript. That's the magic of JavaScript. So yeah. Okay, so what I'm basically going to do is simply remove, let's see, what's happening. We did not call, like, after like striking it out, we need to call the display function in order to see it, right? So yeah, display, and now we're gonna type in anything and try to see. Yep, it works. All right, so it works, and the delete part also works. So yep, it works as well. Everything works, which means our to-do list app is ready. But now the problem is, if I refresh this, oh shit, it forgets everything, you know. So yeah, we need to, you know, kind of we need to kind of make it, have it remember, you know, what we just told it to remember. Because, you know, if our to-do list app does not remember anything, then what's the use of having a to-do list app, right? It does not even make sense, you know, because we also forgot our own tasks, and we use a to-do list app in order to, you know, have it remember our tasks. So we are going to use something called local storage dot get item. All right, now this basically tells us if, you know, a specific memory, you know, that we are going to name, like to-do elements, you know, to-do elements, you know, is equals to null or not. All right, that is, you know, we are going to make a new, you know, storage, a new memory location called to-do elements in the local storage. So if we see that there's nothing called to-do elements, there's no, you know, there's no memory allocation called to-do elements, which means that it would return us null. So if it is equals to null, we are going to, you know, add a few new elements to it, like, you know, local storage dot item. We are going to add dot set item. Okay, we are going to directly pass in the whole, you know, like, we are going to save it in our to-do dash elements memory allocation. We are going to pass in the whole elements array. So yeah, we're just going to put in a comma, and then we are going to put in JSON dot stringify. Okay, since it kind of stores everything in JSON format as well. So yeah, we need to save it, you know, in a string order. So JSON dot stringify, and then we're gonna put in elements in here. Okay, that is our array. Okay, now if it does not return us null, we are going to do the same thing. Okay, so we are going to again put in the local storage over here, copy it, and paste it here again. Okay, it's going to basically do the same thing again and again. Now if we add something, hi, you know, and refresh this now, it's basically going to, it should have remembered it. Okay, so yeah, let's see why it did not remember. Alright, we're gonna use a bit of, we're gonna make it full screen now, and make this full screen as well, and see what the problem is. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put in a console.log over here in order to see what is in there inside the local storage. So console.log, and put in local storage over here. Okay, and we are basically going to get this one dot get item. We are basically going to copy this and paste it right over here. Alright, and save it. Okay, now we are again going to check if anything is in there. Hi, add. As you can see, it tells us that there's something in the local storage. Okay, how are you? Okay, let's send it. Hi, how are you? That's what is in the local storage. Okay, let's refresh this. Let's put in something more. Let's just put in some stupid stuff. Add it. So yeah, it's not really getting added to the you know, local storage. Well, why is that so? Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell it to you. It's because, you know, when we are saving it, we also need to check for the, you know, the local storage in the beginning. So what we are going to do is basically put in window the onload. You know, it will be running a function that is going to refresh our, you know, page. All right. So it's going to have this over here, and it's basically going to, we are going to basically copy this, paste it over here, make this set get item, and remove all this crap from here, make it just one bracket, and put in elements into this. So what it's basically doing is that it's going to check if there's a memory allocation called to-do elements. If there is, then it's basically going to bring all the to-do list items inside to into the elements array, and now we need to add it in a JSON format. So yeah, we are just going to put it in using json.parse. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna put it like that, and caps lock on json dot parse. There we go. And now we are going to look if it's saved in our local storage or not. Console.log. Okay, elements. Okay, this dot elements. Nope, I just need elements. Save it. Let's see what happens. Unexpected end of input. Okay, where one more thing that I think I forgot to do is put in json.parse in. Okay, actually it's not really needed. Whatever, let's just put in the display run function as well over here, and we're going to check out what's wrong with the local storage. Why is it not working? Okay, now it says that there's some kind of error in line number 43, so let's check it out. Is there line number 43? Alright, there's no line 43. So there's one error that I did not expected. Okay, this is closes this one closes this. Oh no, I think I missed a bracket somewhere. Did it remove the error? Okay, let's put in some things here. Add element is not defined. Okay, it's probably happening because, let's see, is it because we put in everything inside this? Oh, okay, it's because we did not put a bracket here. See, that's what I call coding, where you make syntax errors that is so tough to find out. Hi. Okay. How are you? Let's refresh this page. Okay, it keeps forgetting, I guess. Why is the local storage not working? Come on, local storage. You cannot do this to me. Okay, let me see. Let me check. Let's just put in json.parse in here. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have json.parse in here in order to just so that we just need json.parse here. Okay, because we need to check if it is null or not in the beginning. Let's refresh this. Okay, window.onload console.log elements. Somehow it's not getting the elements. Let me just figure out the problem. Hold on. Okay, so as you can see, when I click on hi, okay, I mean, I looked into it. I had paused the video for quite a lot of time to figure it out, and I figured it out. Yes. Well, what happens is that according to this code, as you can see, if I refresh it now, it forgets everything. It's probably happening because I wrote over here, if json.parse is equals to null, then I need to set elements to null. due to which there since elements was set to null, there were errors happening over here, due to which it could not set the item to to do elements, and that's why this would not be equals to null, it would be not equals to null. Oh my god, so that was literally the error because of which this thing was not working. Now you can see I just fixed it, and now if I refresh it, it remembers everything. Okay, but as you can see, if I cut everything now, it does not remember which thing was cut or not. It basically remembers just these parts. So basically, to do fix that, you can simply take all of this, copy this, and simply put it in between this and in between this. Now save it, open this again, cut these, refresh, see they are still cut, delete this, refresh, see the deleted thing was deleted. It's not going to appear again. Now yeah, it was kind of it took a little bit too much time in order to like more than the time that I expected it to be, but you can still view the code on GitHub. Now basically I'm going to just give you an overview of how we are accessing the local storage. So over here, whenever we load the elements, that is we are going to access the memory at first in order to display it to the user immediately right over here. Okay, and in order to do that, we are going to set it to the elements from the beginning. So that's why window.onload, it basically checks if the to-do list to-do elements is empty or not. Well, if it is empty, it's not going to execute this statement, and it's not going to display anything. And if it is not empty, then it is going to set everything, all the items inside the local storage to elements. Okay, so local storage to .get item, as the name, as the code syntax suggests, it would be getting the items from to do elements memory allocation that you just made by making this .set item over here. Okay, now when you add anything, it basically .set item uses this .set item in order to create a new memory allocation, that is to do elements. It's like a folder. Okay, it basically makes a new folder and stores all the string inside it. Okay, using the .set item. There's a lot of more functions that you can use, that you can find online on GitHub, or on Stack Overflow, or W3 Schools, where you can learn this from. But this is, in this video I just wanted to show you how to store, how to make a to-do list app that never forgets anything. Okay, so yeah, it's finally ready, and if I put in a long text over here, okay, and add it, it basically automatically breaks the word. So yeah, that's kind of useful, okay, when you use it online. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I mean, it's kind of long. I did not think that it would be this long, but still it's all right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry for such a long video. You could curse me. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys again next time in my new video soon. Like the video if you liked it. I'm pretty sure many are going to dislike this because it's so long, but it was my mistake, because of which I this video became so long. Yeah, I hope you like this project, guys. Okay, you can check it out on GitHub, links down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Peace.